brings us a recap of a few of those top stories.
A tragic start to the year with a deadly tornado ripping through parts of southern Brunswick County on February 15th. The twister left 3 people dead and 10 injured, and an entire community in mourning. Many across the Cape Fear banded together to help the hardest hit communities, including Ocean Ridge Plantation. Governor Roy Cooper visited following the storm to survey the damage.
People need to look at what happened here and learn from it and see if systems can be improved to try to give people as much warning as possible.
Another story making headlines in the early part of 2021, COVID-19 vaccines. Hundreds of people lined up after a statewide push by the governor and state health officials to get the shot. The 3 types were made available to the general public before mid-year, with booster doses now available. Vaccines weren't the only thing causing long lines in 2021. In May, people also lined up hoping to get gas after Governor Cooper declared a state of emergency after the country's largest fuel pipeline, Colonial Pipeline, fell victim to a cyber attack. In a story that touched the heart of many across the nation and here in the Cape Fear, Gabby Petito, the 22-year-old, was reported missing in September. Her body found after her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, returned home to Florida, alone from a cross-country road trip. Petito once lived in Carolina Beach and worked in Wilmington at Smoke on the Water for nearly 2 years. Those who knew her expressed how deeply hurt they were to learn of her death.
She's not just a name. She's not just a case. She was a person, and she was very special to a lot of people and many of us here.
Another story that made local and national headlines, a viral video showing a Pender-County family security camera footage of a rabid bobcat attack. The video shows the animal attacking a woman, Christy Wade, as she walked to the car with her pet cat in a carrier case. Her husband, Happy Wade, grabbed the bobcat and threw it into the yard. The cat was eventually killed, and both the husband and wife were given rabies shots.
It was very scary. It makes me think a little bit when I walk out my front door to water my flowers on the porch. Never have thought about it. Probably shouldn't anymore. You know, this was a freak thing.
Tonight, looking back on some lighter news stories that made headlines over the past year in the Cape Fear. WWAY Celeste Smith has the story.
2021 began with a big catch by a 3-man fishing crew of the Flying Brick, catching a 660-pound bluefin tuna in the waters off Southport. When the massive fish was caught, it wasn't known how much it would sell for. But in 2019, a similar-sized one sold for $1.8 million.
You just try and hope. It's 10% skill and 90% luck a lot of times.
The city of Wilmington celebrated the opening of the Riverfront Park and Amphitheater after nearly 2 years of construction. A ribbon cutting was held July 4th weekend. The 6.6-acre plot of land in downtown Wilmington is home to a large concert venue, green rooms for performers, festival space, gardens, playgrounds, and an interactive water feature. Thousands have attended concerts and events since its opening. Wilmington and surrounding areas also reaping the benefits of the film industry making a strong return. Governor Roy Cooper visited Screen Gem Studios, touting good news for the film industry statewide, reporting filmmakers producing projects in North Carolina are on track to invest a record-breaking amount of $409 million in 2021.
I would come and meet with people who would come from all over the city to talk with me about how distraught they were about the lack of film and television production and how it was drastically affecting their businesses and their families. And so bringing that back helps to build those industries back up. It helps bring more money into the area. And not only that, it puts North Carolina on the map.
Another 2021 story highlighting great strides being made in the Cape Fear. The North Carolina Coastal Land Trust purchased Hootap Island, located in southern Pender County, the last privately owned undeveloped barrier island in North Carolina. The island serves as the first line of defense against storms for local communities and provides critical habitat for threatened species like sea turtles, beach nesting birds, and rare plants. It is now protected by the Coastal Land Trust and managed in partnership with Audubon, North Carolina. With a look back at some of the top good news stories of the year, Celeste Smith, WWAY News.